evening, everybody. This is RJL 518, Robert here from the network, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch, the 1976 baseball season, and my favorite tabletop game at this moment, Friday Night Baseball. Today's date is May 26, 1976, and we are at Oakland Coliseum. We got a battle of the top two teams in the American League West. The Minnesota Twins take on the Oakland Athletics. The Twins come into this game at 24-12. They are in first place. The A's are 24-16. They are in second place. So right now we got an early top two team battle in a division. And we've had that the last couple of weeks, actually. We've had the Yankees and the Red Sox, the Mets and the Phillies. Now we get Minnesota at Oakland. So now we get some good matchups coming up here as we move through the second schedule block. I think we got a good game tonight. We are using the beta rules, the new beta chart from Inside Pitch. So for those of you who have not downloaded the beta chart to play test it, that of course play Inside Pitch. I know not everybody does, which I'd like to know why, but okay. If it's not your cup of tea, I understand. But you should download it if you do have it so you can play test it and give Chris your thoughts. Starting pitcher for the Oakland Athletics tonight is Paul Mitchell. 9 wins, 7 losses, a 4.25 ERA. He gets the call tonight, and we will be seeing the pitching today. Minnesota historically won this game 6-1. There were 15 hits and 2 errors between the two teams. Baseball Demos is first to join us here at Oakland Coliseum. He asks, how are the Royals doing? Well, the Royals at this moment, Kansas City has a record of 14 wins and 20 losses. And right now, Kansas City is in 5th place in the American League West. There are a few teams that are not doing too well, but remember, some of these teams did get off to slow starts and then went strong, and some of these teams got off to fast starts and then fell away. So welcome here, Dave. If anybody's watching the NFL draft and the Dolphins make their pick, please, the Dolphins make the pick, please let me know who it was. They picked 4th and 18th in today for the draft and for 2nd and 3rd round. But we'll talk about football another time. Paul Mitchell, starting pitcher for the Swingin' A's. Let's get started. Top of the first inning. Leading off for the Twins will be center fielder Lyman Bostock, 323 average, 4 homers, 60 RBIs. Bostock was one of the leading hitters in the league that year. We are using green, yellow, and white dice for the A's. Since they are the home team, let's get started. First pitch. And that is a 4-4. That is a blank. Bostock will swing 6-6, and he grounds it to third. That is out number 1. Next up is the left fielder, Larry Heisel. 272 average, 14 homers, 96 RBIs. Not a bad year for him as well. I have no problem with stats like that for a season. Mitchell will pitch, 1-1 error chance. Heisel will swing 4-4. That's a pop-up to third base. And for Oakland, that is Sal Bando. His error rating is an 8. That's an 18. He's not going to make the error, and he is going to put it away for out number 2. And next up will be first baseman Rod Carew, best Jewish hitter in baseball history. And maybe one of the top 10 top 10, 15, 20 hitters in baseball history. Out of all the years he had, I think he only had 3 of them where his batting average was under 300. That's how good this guy was. He had a great year that year too. 331 average, 9 homers, 90 RBIs, and Carew flirted with 400 one year. Let's see what Mitchell's got. Mitchell will pitch 2-4, hit by pitch. 13 is no good. Carew will swing 6-5, and that's a star 5. He flies out the left. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Twins. Bottom of the first, starting pitcher for the Minnesota Twins, one of my favorite baseball names in baseball, Dave Goltz. 14 wins, 14 losses, 3.36 ERA. How can you not love a guy with a last name of Goltz? Come on, that's just great. Why didn't Miami draft Devontae Smith instead of Waddle? I'm going to answer that question, I'm going to say Tua wanted Waddle. I'm pretty sure they asked him who he wanted. Just like Jacksonville asked Trevor Lawrence, would you like Travis Etienne on the team? Trevor said, oh, thank you very much. And that's why Jacksonville traded up and got him. So Jacksonville did the right thing. The Jalen Phillips pick I'm on the fence about. Miami should have drafted a running back. They should have taken Najee Harris to go with Tua. But I guess, or then maybe Tua didn't want him. We'll see what the Dolphins do. Bottom of the first, leading off for the Athletics, is Bill North. He is in right field for this game tonight. 276 average, 2 homers, 31 RBI. Tribe fan joins us here at Oakland Coliseum as he mentions Zoyo Versalles. Yeah, one-time twin. Goltz, 4-4. That's a walk. That 12 is going to be, that's going to be good. He's going to walk North. North will take a walk to first. Oakland Coliseum, no adjustment at all. So a leadoff walk given the North. First walk issued by Goltz. Here's the shortstop, Bert Campaneris, 256 average, 1 homer, 52 RBIs that year. Infield will go to halfway. We'll check to see if anything on the strat. That is a 16. And Campaneris, 16, a bunt is available, but I think you hit away here. Wayne Krenchicki, yep, another great baseball name. Goltz will pitch. And that's a 6-1. That's a blank. Campaneris will swing away. 4-3, and he grounds it to first. Do they turn the double play? 1-0-2. Shortstop, Minnesota is Gomez. He has a 0. A 1-2, it's a double play. Yes, they do. 3-6-3 double play. 2 outs. As Campaneris grounds out into the twin killing. So there's 2 quick outs. Next up for the Athletics is Don Baylor. He is in left field for tonight's game. 247 average, 15 homers, 68 RBIs. Goltz with the pitch. 1-5. That's a blank. Baylor will swing. 5-2, and he lines it right to third, but right into Braun's glove, and he'll make the play, and the inning ends. A walk is all the A's get. We got no score after 1. Razor Shines. Yep, another great name. So many great names. Top of the second inning, leading off for the Twins will be third baseman Steve Braun. 288 average, 3 homers, 61 RBIs. Mostly an outfielder, but he's at third for this game and not really good at that. He has only a range of 2 and a 20 errors. So any error chance to Braun is going to be a bobble. 3-4 from Mitchell. That's a walk. That 13 is going to be good. He'll walk Braun. Braun trots down to first on ball 4. And now here is the catcher, Butch Weiniger. 260 average, 10 homers, 69 RBIs. The infield goes to halfway. Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims joins us here at Oakland Coliseum. Thank you for joining me for some inside pitch, sir. An honor to have you with me. Let's see if anything on the strat, and that is going to be a 16 no. Mitchell will swing. 6-5, and that's a wild pitch. That 3 does get away. That is in the wild pitch section, and Braun's going to go to second. Wild pitch on Paul Mitchell and puts a man into scoring position. I think Atlanta had a prospect, Wonderful, Terrific Mons or something like that. Only you would probably know that, and you know what? You're probably right. That takes away the double play, so Braun goes to second on the wild pitch. So now we'll re-roll the strat to see if anything happening. That is a 6, and no. Mitchell will go ahead and pitch. That's a 4-2. That's a blank. Weiniger will swing for 6. He grounds it to first. Ground out to first base and taking third automatically is Braun. But there is 1 out. Next up is the right fielder, Dan Ford. 267 average, 20 homers, 86 RBIs that year. Actually, every time I think of Steve Braun, I think of the shaver. You know, the electric shaver, the Braun electric shaver. Every time I think the word Braun, I think of the shaver, really. Runner on third base, they're going to call the infield in. So the infield will be in, which makes Braun's base running rating a 1 on a grounder. Let's see if anything on the strat, though. That is a 15 and no. Mitchell will pitch 6-4, and that's a walk chance. The 16 is no good. Ford will swing 3-1, and he grounds it to third base. Braun is a base running rating of 1 with the infield in. He is not going to score. He's not going to go home. So the throw is going to go to first automatically for the second out. I will not send Braun home on that because I'll let the next batter take a crack at it. So now the infield is back, and here's the first baseman, Craig Cusick. 259 average, 11 homers, 36 RBIs that year. Cusick is the designated hitter. My bad. He's the DH. Craig Cusick is the designated hitter for the Twins. Let's see if anything on the strat. And that is a 3 and no. Peter Bergs joins us here at Oakland Coliseum. Mitchell will pitch. 1-3, and against a righty, strikeout 12. Got him, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 1 for Mitchell, and he gets out of the inning. So only a walk for Minnesota, but that's all they can get as they strand the runner. First strikeout from Mitchell. He had 67 of them in 76. So we move to the bottom of the second inning. And for the Athletics, first baseman Ken McMullen comes up. 220 average, 5 homers, 23 RBIs, and 76. Used to call him Craig Q-Stick. Yeah, that does fit. Goltz with the pitch, 2-6, blank. McMullen will take a swing, 1-1, ground out to short. And next up for the Athletics, their designated hitter, Billy Williams. This was his last year in the majors. 211 average, 11 homers, 41 RBIs. Final season for the great Billy Williams, Hall of Famer. Goltz will pitch, and that's a 2-4. That's blank. Williams, 2-1. He flies out the left. And now we will see Sal Bando. He is at third base for tonight. 240 average, 27 homers, 84 RBI, so he's got power. Goltz will pitch. That's a 1-2 against a righty. That's going to be a walk chance, but the 19 is too high. Bando will swing 1-2, star 1, and he grounds it to first. And again, the A's are retired in order. No score after 2. Third inning, leading off for the Twins, second baseman Bob Randall, 267 average, a homer, 34 RBIs. Mitchell, and that is a 2-2, strikeout 3, got him. He gets him. That's strikeout number 2 for Mitchell. Gets him on a K there. One thing nice about Oakland Coliseum, don't have to worry about adjustments anywhere. Just look at the card and you know that's correct. Next up for the Twins, shortstop Luis Gomez, 193 average, no homers, 3 RBIs. Not many starts in 76 for the Twins, but he gets the start tonight. Pretty good shortstop, a 4 rated, 4 range and 3 errors. That's pretty good. Mitchell, 3-3, error on a throw. Gomez, 4-4, and that's a fly ball to right field. And that is going to be out number 2, and obviously there will not be an error there. Here's Bostock. Bostock is 0 for 1. Mitchell, 1-1, a possible error. Bostock, 1-3, star 2. That's grounded to second base. That's hit to Phil Garner. His error rating is a 7. That's an 11. It won't be an error. Garner's got it. He'll throw to first to get the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3. Go the Twins. And we go to the bottom of the third. Not sure how they could do it, but nice if Payoff Pitch had team colors on their cards. Like inside pitch. I know they have a small line on team colors, not colorful. Yeah, I know. But I don't see Joe Bryan doing that. Another reason why I like inside pitch. The colors are just magnificent. Putting the colors of the teams are magnificent. Some other companies do that, and some companies do and some don't. Bottom of the third, leading off for the swinging A's, will be center fielder Claudell Washington. He was actually a little better in center than he was in right. 257 average, 5 homers, 53 RBIs. Goltz will deal 2-1. That's at the park. Oakland Coliseum says 3-5, and that's going to be a base hit to center field. Washington gets a single, and that is the first hit for either team in this game. So Washington will hold the first, and that will bring up second baseman Phil Garner, a.k.a. Scrap Iron. Garner, of course, was on the 1985 Astros, who won my 85 World Series. For those of you who don't know about my 85 World Series, from my 85 season replay, check it out on the channel. Michael Peterson joins us here at Oakland Coliseum. Infield goes halfway. Let's see if anything on the strat. 9. Yeah, Washington's got a very good chance to steal. His attempt rating is a 9. Goltz makes it a 10. And it's 13. -1 is 12. The catcher for Minnesota's Weiniger, he has no arm. So a 60% chance for Claudell Washington to steal it. 60%, and I got Garner at the plate. Why not? Let's do it. A 1-12, Washington is safe. Nope, he is thrown out like a dog. Getting up from the plate is Weiniger. He throws to second, and Washington is a dead duck. He is out by at least 3 feet, and that is 1 out. Nice play by Butch Weiniger to throw out Washington. Now Garner will bat with no one on base. Goltz will pitch, and that's a 5-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Garner will swing 2-3, and he gets a base hit to left field. Garner gets a single, so now maybe that steal chance was not that great. Garner is on first now as he gets a single, again a man on. Here's the catcher for the A's, Larry Haney, 226 average, no homers, 10 RBIs. We'll see if anything happening on strat. 9. Possible hit and run. There is a possible hit and run attempt. That was a 9. 7 + 1 is 8. And Haney with a 10 against right-handed pitching strikeouts, that'd be +2. They could do a hit and run here, and you know what? Haney doesn't hit home runs, so we're going to do it, but we're going to do a hit and run. So the hit and run is on, infield halfway. Goltz will pitch, 2-4. That's a blank. Haney gets the swing, 2-4. Base hit to center field. That's a single. Haney gets a base hit. Garner's base running rating is a 3. With on a hit and run, though, he gets +2, which is a 5. And on a single to center to get the third, on a single to center to get the third, -1 is a 4. Center fielder for Minnesota is Bostock. It's a 0. So a 1-4 on the green die. Garner is safe. A 5, he holds. A 6, someone could be out. That is a 2. Garner will make it to third. And Haney is safe at first, and that is a big base hit on a hit and run. Runners at the corners and 1 out. As Larry Haney comes through, here comes Bill North. North has walked his first time up. The infield is going to play halfway. They're going to try for a double play, although Garner's base running rating becomes a 2 with the infield halfway. Let's see if anything on strat. That is a 9. No. Goltz will go ahead and pitch. And 6-3. Blank. North gets the swing. 1-1. Ground ball to first. They're going to try to turn the double play. Garner is coming home. North, double play rating 2, 0, 3. Shortstop for Minnesota. Gomez is a 0. A 1-3. They turn the double play. No, they do not. It's an automatic advancement on a 6. So Garner does come in to score. The only play they had was on North at first base. So Garner scores. Haney goes to second. North is out. 2 outs, but the A's take a 1-0 lead. As they cannot turn 2 to get out of the inning. And the Athletics are up 1-0. Dolphins take safety Javon Holland from Oregon. Javon Holland from Oregon. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Oh, you got a rules quick. You got a Coast Kid 1958 Favre joins me here, and that's nice to see. Here from Oakland Coliseum. Good to have you here, sir. Okay, thank you for letting me know. And Keith White joins us here as well at Oakland Coliseum. Got a good crowd tonight. With a runner on first and batter hits single with runner going for third, what situation would batter take second on a throw? White die a 1 and base running rating exceeds die roll. Yes, white die a 1. A white die is a 1 and the base running rating is lower and the base running rating is equal to or exceeds the second die. That is correct. So Haney, that rule hasn't changed. So runner on second for Haney. He's on second now with 2 outs. And here's Bert Campaneris. Campaneris grounded out into a double play. He is 0 for 1. 2 outs, though. Athletics up 1-0. Let's see if anything happening on the strat. That is a 3-0. Goltz will pitch. 3-1 range play at the park. Oakland Coliseum says 5-4, and that is a ball hit to right field. That is a 17. That is too high, but it's a range play to right field, and that ball is hit to Dan Ford. His range is a 2. Does he make the play out there? No, he does not. That's going to be over his head. That's going to be over his head. Is that going to be a single or a double? And that's going to be a single by Campaneris. So it's really not over his head, but he got to it. So that's a single. Let's see if Haney will score on that. Base running rating is a 2 with 2 outs. And Ford has no arm. And to get home, +2 is a 4. So a 1-4, Haney will score. That is a 2, and he does. Haney scores on the RBI single by Bert Campaneris. Campaneris will hold at first base, and the Athletics are now up 2-0. Still 2 outs, and here's Don Baylor. Baylor is 0 for 1. Still 2 outs. Let's see if anything on strat, and that is a 5. That is a chance. Campaneris could steal, and he's got a good chance, too. 16 minus 1 is 15. Weiniger is a 0, so a 1-15 for Campaneris to steal. Or do I just let Baylor hit? Baylor hits righties well. I'm going to let him swing away. Goltz will pitch. 1-2 against a right-hander. That's a walk. That 16 is high. Baylor will go ahead and swing away, and that is a 5-1, but he's just going to fly out the left and end the inning. 2 runs for Oakland on 4 hits in this inning. After 3, the swinging A's are leading the Twins 2-0. In a game that Minnesota won 6-1. Fourth inning coming up. Here's Larry Heisel. Heisel is 0 for 1. Mitchell's pitch. That's a 1-1. Possible error. Heisel will swing 2-6. That's a fly ball to left field. And that ball is hit to Baylor. His error rating is a 7. That's an 11. He won't make the error, and that's out number 1. He'll make the catch instead. Nice catch by Baylor. Here's Rod Carew. Carew is 0 for 1. Does Finley own the team at this time? Don't know. Mitchell. That's a 3-3. That's another error chance. This time it's an error on a throw. Carew will swing 3-2, and that is a single, an infield single to first base. Now, is there an error? Is there an error? The ball is hit to McMullen. His error rating is a 0, so there is no error. So that's just an infield single. So Carew gets one as he grounds it down the line to first, and Carew's gonna beat him to the bag. So that's infield single for Carew. As there's no error there. So Carew stays there on an infield single. So the Twins get, and that is the first base hit for the Twins in this game. And now here's Braun. Braun is 0 for 0. He walked his first time up. Infield halfway. Carew, a definite stealing threat. That 15-0 says no. Mitchell will pitch. 4-5. That's a double question mark. Braun, a lefty. A 1-4 is a single up the middle. The 12 is too high. Braun will swing. 5-6. Base hit to left field. Single for Braun. Carew's base running rating is a 2. Single to left, -2 to get to third makes him down to a 2. The left fielder for Oakland is Baylor, but he adds +2. So for Carew, a 1-4 to third base. That is a 1, and he does get to third. And Steve Braun's base running rating is a 3, and that is a 1, and Braun's going to take second on the throw. So they tried to get Carew at third, but Carew gets there no problem, and Braun goes into second gear, and he takes second on the throw. A 1-1 is the best you can get on a runner advancement check. And the Twins are in business. And now here's Butch Weiniger. Weiniger is 0 for 1. So what you asked me about their baseball demos, you just saw it there on the field. Infield's going to play. They're going to, oh boy, let's see. You got 1 out. You're up 2-0. I think you just play back and try to get an out. I think you play back to get an out. So Weiniger is going to bat. We'll see if anything happening on Strat. That is a 13. The answer is no. Mitchell will pitch. 4-5. That again is a double question mark, but that 17 is too high for either side. Weiniger will swing. 2-4, and it's a fly ball to center field. Now that's out number 2. Weiniger sacrifice fly rating of 1. Does he bring Carew in automatically? No, he does not. So now Carew is going to try to score. Base running rating is a 4. Center fielder for Oakland is Washington. He has no arm. So a 1-4, Carew. A 1-4, Carew is safe. 5. He holds 6. He could be out. That is a 2. Carew will score. Carew turns on the gas, and he'll come in to score. Braun stays at second base, and the Twins are on the scoreboard 2-1. And now the batter will be Dan Ford with 2 outs. So Minnesota now on the scoreboard. Ford is 0 for 1. See if anything happening here. 7, no. Mitchell will pitch. 3-4. That is a walk chance. That's 6. Yeah, he walks Ford. Mitchell gives up the walk to Ford. And that is the second walk issued by Mitchell. And now Craig Cusick will now come up to bat, and he's 0 for 1. Strat roll says a 12. Nothing happening there. Mitchell looking on to Cusick. Twins have runners at first and second. We got a 2-1 game. Mitchell's pitch. 5-2. Range play at the park. Oakland Coliseum. 4-3. And that's going to be a star 5. It's going to be lifted. It's going to be lifted to left field, and that's going to end the inning. 1 run for Minnesota on a couple of hits and a walk. 2-1 game now. Ken McMullen batting for Oakland here in the bottom of the fourth. He's 0 for 1. Goltz with the pitch. 6-6, double question mark against a righty. A 1-4 would be a single up the middle. That 16 is way out of there. McMullen will swing 6-4 himself, and he lines it to third. One man down. The next batter is Billy Williams. Williams is 0 for 1. 6-3, blank. Williams, 6-6. Base hit to right field. That's a single for the Hall of Famer. Williams gets himself a nice single. Holds it first. And we'll now see Sal Bando. Bando is 0 for 1. Don't think Williams is going to do anything here. A 6 means no. Bando will go ahead and ready to go against Goltz. Goltz with the pitch. 1-4. Against the righty. Strikeout. 16, no. Bando will swing. 1-1. Bando hits a single to right. Base hit for Bando. Williams' base running rating is a 2. Single to right, +2 to get to third is a 4. Right fielder for Minnesota is 4. He has a 0. A 1-4, Williams is safe. It is a 6. So now we got something happening. We got to find out what. So it is a 6. So now we use the new rule that comes into play. We got to find out if Williams, it doesn't mean it's automatically out. It is a 6. So now on a 6, okay, you now go to the throw chart on the outfielder arm. The ball was hit to Ford. His arm rating is a 0. All right. The white die rule now is a 5. And it's a 1. And now on a 0, a 1-3, you would go to the throw out chart. A 4-6, it's a hold. That is a 5. So now Williams thought about going to third. Now runners hold. So Williams now stays at second. On the old chart, Williams is out. On the old chart, Williams is out. That is now a hold on a run there, Dave. So you just literally saw the new beta rule chart in effect. On the old chart, 6-5, Williams is out. But on this chart, Williams now, and I'll show you the chart here for those of you wondering. So in a 6, still, check second die roll on 6 chart. And the roll of 6 from throw chart, now you go to the outfielder arm. Ford's raw arm is a 0. So if it was a 1-3, there would be somebody thrown out. You go to the throw out chart now. A 4-6, all runners hold. So now he takes the outfielder arm even more into play. And I actually agree with that. So Williams is held at second base. He does not get to third. So it does go as a single, though, after all that. Runners at first and second now for Claudel Washington. Infield is halfway, by the way. Stratz says a 20. Goltz turns around, fires to second to get Williams. No, Williams gets back. Goltz will now pitch. 3-2. Wild pitch. That's a 4. And yep, that's going to be a wild one. A 1-11. That's a 4. And the runners move up a base. And I believe that's so the runners move. And that is the second wild pitch in the game, but not for Goltz. It's his first. Both pitchers now have one wild pitch. So now runners at second and third now, which takes away the double play. And we'll re-roll the strat, see if anything happening. That is a 15 and no. Goltz will pitch to Washington. The infield is going to play in. 5-2. Strikeout. 16. No good. Washington swings. 6-4. And that's going to be a base hit past first. That's a single. That is a single past first. And now if there's not an error on a grounder, error on a throw, that is the S1 to S6 is a base hit through the infield. That is a single past first by Washington. Williams will come in to score. Bando he has base running rating as a 3 on a single past first. He will not come in. He has to hold at third. He needs to be a 4 to a 6 to get to home on a single pass first. But one run does come in, and the A's now lead it 3-1. Second hit for Washington. He's now 2 for 2. Runners at the corners for Scrap Iron, Phil Garner. Infield will now go back to halfway, trying to get maybe a double play here. Nothing happening in the Twins bullpen yet, but they do talk to Goltz to see how he's holding up. See if anything happening on a strat. 11. Possible hit and run with runners up at first and third, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and let Garner swing away on this. There is a hit and run available, but I'm not going to take it. Goltz will pitch. 1-6. Strikeout 2. Got him. He gets Garner. That's a big K, and that is his first strikeout? Yeah, that's strikeout number 1 for Goltz. He had 133 of them in 76. That's a big K. 2 down. Here's Haney. Haney 1 for 1. Singled his last time up. The strat roll says a possible steal for Claudell Washington. Haney the batter, 226 average. Nah, I'll let Haney swing. Goltz will pitch to Haney. And that's a 3-2. And again a wild pitch, but this time it's a possible pass ball. The pass ball rating for Weiniger is a 3. A 1-3. He prevents this from happening. Yes, he does. Ball 1. And Weiniger immediately jumps up from behind the plate and goes talk to Goltz and say, hey, man, settle down here. You already threw a wild pitch, and you almost made me look pretty bad there. Okay, come on, settle down. Let's get this guy out. They will do it again. Goltz will pitch. 1-4 against a righty. Strikeout. 15 is no good. Haney will swing. 3-5, and he flies out to center, and that will end the inning. So 1 run for Oakland on 3 hits. After 4, the Athletics lead the Twins 3-1. Fifth inning coming up. And for the Twins, it will be Bob Randall. Randall is 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. After further review with Steve Tower, joins us here at Oakland Coliseum. Please check out my game between the Yankees and the Red Sox in my channel there, Mr. Tower. I'm pretty sure you will like to watch that one. Mitchell will pitch, 6-3. And against a righty, that's a base hit right up the middle. That's a single for Randall. Randall gets a leadoff hit for him. He'll hold it first. Luis Gomez is next for Minnesota. Halfway is there. Dan Douglas joins us here in the chat at Oakland Coliseum as he says, Shooty Babbitt has entered the chat. Let's see if anything happening on Strat. 17 says no. Gomez, oh, well, maybe Gomez can bunt here. His batting average is 193. I'm going to call a bunt by Gomez. He's got a bunt rating. I'm going to call a bunt. The infield is halfway, which means nobody's in, which is cute because that means Gomez is not going to have any change to his bunt rating. We'll see what happens here. Bunt is on. 2-6. That's a strikeout, and that 11 has no chance, and on strikeouts there have. So Gomez will now try to go for the bunt, and the ball is bunted to, as we go to the bunt chart. And the ball is bunted to the first baseman. It's hit. It is bunted to McMullen, and that is a 19. That is not a good bunt. That is a 19. Let's see what that's going to be. And that, actually, I'm sorry. No, that is. That's going to be, his bunt rating is a 5. My bad. That is a great bunt. Everyone's safe with a single. Luis Gomez bunts for a hit, and he got it. That is a great bunt on a 19. I'm sorry, my bad. Great bunt. And that goes with an infield single. So obviously, McMullen wasn't expecting the bunt, and the Twins have runners at first and second. And that goes as a single. I thought that wasn't good, but I forgot to check the chart. On 19 and 20, great bunt. Everyone's safe. Beautiful bunt by Luis Gomez. And now we'll see what the Twins do with runners at first and second. Here's Lyman Bostock. They talked to Paul Mitchell on the mound on that. They weren't expecting the bunt, it looks like. They're going to play the infield halfway. Let's see if anything on the strat. That is a 4 and nothing happening. Mitchell will go ahead and pitch. And that is a 1-3 against the lefty. That's a walk chance. That 12 is no good. Bostock will swing 6-5. He flies out the left. Now, Randall does have a chance to get to third base on a deep fly ball. His base running rating, though, is a 2. You subtract 2 with the new fly out rules, so it becomes a -2 as a 0. The left fielder is Heisel, and he has a +1. So as a +1, really. So on a 1, Randall will get to third. He doesn't. He stays. So he stays at second base, and there is 1 out. Here's Larry Heisel. Heisel is 0 for 2. And, of course, for those of you who don't know about, anyone who does not know about After Further Review with Steve Towers' channel, I suggest you check The Rock that you've been living under. One of the finest channels in our hobby anywhere. The man is awesome, and he does always one of the best presentations you can do. So runners at first and second. Heisel the batter. Let's see if there's going to be anything on strat with this one. 12. The answer is no. Mitchell. 2-2, strikeout 6. Got him. He gets Heisel. Strikeout number 3. Yeah, strikeout number 3 for Mitchell. 2 outs. That's a big K. And now here is Rod Carew. Carew is 1 for 2. Had a single his last time up. Strat says a 6. Don't see anything happening, so Mitchell will come in. Steeler fan joins us here at Oakland Coliseum. Mitchell with the pitch, 5-4. Range play, oh boy. Carew, 2-3. That is a star 2, and that is grounded to second base. That is hit to Phil Garner. His range is a 2. The infield is back. Does he make the play? No, not a chance. Way out of his reach. And that's going to be a single 4, a single past second. Randall's base running rating is a 2, becomes a 3 with 2 outs. He will make it. He will score. Gomez's base running rating is a 2, becomes a 3 with 2 outs, and he will make it to third. And Carew is safe at first. RBI single for Carew as he brings in 1 run. Gomez goes to third, and it is now 3-2. Liam Eichenberg, offensive tackle, Notre Dame. Okay. So, all right. Runners at the corners. And there are 2 outs. And Braun and the next batter is Steve Braun. And Braun is 1 for 1, singled his last time up. Twins here have a good chance to maybe take the lead, down 3-2. Let's see if there's anything happening on the roll. 9, there is no. I don't do hit and runs with 2 outs, and Carew can't steal on this one. Mitchell will pitch. 4-5. Double question mark. That 10, however, is too high for either side. Braun will swing. 3-4. He grounds it to first. That'll get picked up by McMullen, and that will end the inning. 1 run for the Twins on 3 hits in that inning. It's now 3-2 in favor of Oakland. Bob B joins us at the channel at Oakland Coliseum with some very dark humor. Bottom of the fifth, 3-2 Oakland. Goltz is on the mound again. And here comes Bert Campaneris leading off for the Swingin' A's. He is 1 for 2. Goltz with the pitch, 3-1. Range play at the park. Oakland Coliseum says 4-2. That's a ground ball to first. Rod Carew's range is a 4. Nope, he's not going to get it. Is that going to be a single or a double? That's going to be a double for Campaneris. He hits it down the line. And that's going to roll into the corner. Campaneris rounding first. He'll get to second. Leadoff double by Campaneris. Next batter will be Don Baylor. And runner on second leading off there for Oakland. Baylor is 0 for 2. We'll see if anything happening with the strat. And that is a 9. No. Goltz will pitch to Baylor. And that's a 4-6. That's a walk. The 13 is no good. Baylor, 6-6. He pops out to third. One quick out. Here's Ken McMullen. McMullen is 0 for 2. That is an 11, nothing on the strat. Campaneris, actually, in this case, he would need a 4 or lower to try to steal. Goltz, 1-4 against the righty, strikeout, 12, just barely misses. That's too high. McMullen will swing. 2-5, fly out to right. Does Campaneris take third? Base running rating is a 3. Fly out to right field, no adjustment. Ford is out there, no arm. On 1-3, Campaneris will go to third base on the green die, and he does. It's deep enough, and Campaneris goes to third. That 1 is good enough. So Campaneris takes third on the deep fly ball to right. And now here's Billy Williams. Williams is 1 for 2, has a single. And there are now 2 outs. And that is a 15, so nothing happening on the strat. Goltz will pitch. 5-4, hit by pitch. That's a 1, but it still doesn't hit him. Williams is a 0 and a -1 from Goltz, so there's no hit by pitch, even on a 1. Williams gets the swing, though, 4-5, and it's a star 1, and he grounds it to first base, and that will end the inning. So the threat goes by the board. No runs and a hit for the Athletics. They still lead 3-2 after 5. Sixth inning coming up. And here's Butch Weiniger from Minnesota. He is 0 for 2. Let's see how much. Mitchell's got 2 batters left in him before he gets tired, so we'll see how long they go with him. Bullpen warming up for Oakland. 1-5, that's a blank. Weiniger swings, 6-6. Leadoff double to left field for Weiniger. He leads off with a double. Nice 2-bagger. And the Twins have the tying run at second base. And here comes Dan Ford. Ford is 0 for 1, walked his last time up. Mitchell is going to pitch to him. The infield is normal still, is back. 18 says nothing happening, although Ford could bunt, but I don't see a bunt happening here. So Mitchell will go ahead and pitch to Ford. Ford bats 267. I don't think you need to bunt here. You need to swing. Mitchell, 4-5, double question mark, and that's gonna be a hit against a righty. A 1-4 is a single up the middle. That's a 3. He gets it past Mitchell for a base hit. Butch Weiniger's base running rating is a 1, And that will be good enough on a single up the middle of 1-6 scores. And Weiniger comes in. We got a tie game at 3. Stadium groans. Ugh. Dan Ford, RBI single. Brings in Weiniger from second base, right up the middle. Mitchell is now tired. And Craig Cusick leading off for Minnesota. And that's going to be it for Mitchell. He is done. The Athletics are going to go to the bullpen. I think they'll bring in a right-hander to deal with Cusick. And let's see, we're 6th inning. And they're going to bring out this guy. And coming on to pitch for Oakland will be Jim Todd. 7 wins, 8 losses, 4 saves. A 3.81 ERA that year. Jim Todd will pitch to Craig Cusick. Dan Ford on at first. Still no one out. The infield is halfway. Strat says a 16, nothing happening. Todd will go ahead and pitch. That's a 6-4. And against a righty, strikeout 13. No. Cusick does not strike out there. He'll swing the bat. 5-2. Base hit past short. Single for Cusick. He gets a single. Ford's base running rating is a 3. On a single to short, needs to be a 5 to get the third. He won't make it. He'll hold it second. But the Twins are now getting hits. 3 hits in a row for the Twins. And here's Bob Randall. Randall is 1 for 2. Infield stays halfway. Strat is a 3. Let's see. 4. What's this? 4. No, he would need to be a 2 in order to steal. And I don't hit and run with runners on second. So Todd will pitch. 3-5. That's a blank. Randall will swing away. 1-4. And Randall smacks a base hit right up the middle past Todd. That's a single. Dan Ford's base running rating is a 3. He will score to home from second base. Cusick's base running rating is a 2, and he will have to hold at second. Single up the middle, but the Twins have taken the lead, and it's now 4-3. Four straight hits by the Twin Cities. And Oakland look like they're going to have it, but the Twins now lead it 4-3. And here's Luis Gomez. Gomez is 1 for 2. Infield still playing halfway, but the Athletics are just not getting any outs. Strat roll 9-0. Todd will pitch. And that's a 3-4. Walk plus 10. That 15. Yep, that's going to be a walk. Gomez has a 5, but with a plus 10, it's 15. And he walks Gomez. The bases are loaded. So Jim Todd comes in here and can't do anything. And now it's the top of the Twins batting order for Lyman Bostock and nobody out. The Athletics are going to call the infield halfway. They're not going to call the infield in. Depending on what happens, they'll see what they try to do. Cusick's base running rating is a 2. With the infield halfway, it's a 1 on a grounder. Bostock is 0 for 3. They go talk to Todd on the mound. The Athletics bullpen getting ready again, as nobody can get any of these Twins out. That's 4 straight base hits and a walk. Let's see what we get. That is a 5, and that's nothing happening here. Bostock a chance to blow this game open. Todd with the pitch. 6-5. Home run question mark. Bostock a lefty. A 1-14 is a pass. That 3 is good. Against a righty, Bostock has a 6. A 1-6. This is a grand slam. No, it's a 14. Oh, but we'll see what Bostock does do with it. And that's a 4-6. He flies out the right, so he does get some of it. So that's out number 1. His sacrifice fly rating is a 3. That does not score Cusick automatically. His base running rating is a 2. Fly ball to right, north. +1 is a 3. A 1-3 Cusick will score. He does not. The 4 he holds. So it was not deep enough. 1 out. That's a big out. Oh, Bostock goes ahead and takes. All right, thank you there, Bob B. I'm not going to make any comments right now on my Dolphins. I'm trying to keep to the game, but thank you very much. I did ask you guys to let me know what they're doing. So that's out number 1. Bases are loaded now for Larry Heisel with 1 out. The infield will still stay halfway. Nothing on a strat roll. Todd trying to get out of this jam. 5-2. Possible error. Heisel will swing. 1-3, and that's going to be a base hit to center field for Heisel. That's a single, and the ball is at the center, and out there is Claudell Washington. His error rating is an 11. That's a 5, and he's going to make an error. It's going to be a single and an error. Oh, my. That's going to be a single and an E8. So what does that mean on a single and E8? It's first an automatic 2-base advance. So Cusick comes in to score. Randall comes in to score. Gomez is on third, and Heisel's on second. Now you roll the base running rating to see if he takes an extra base. Gomez's base running rating is a 2. The arm for Oakland North, he has a plus. The arm for center fielder Washington's a 0. A 1-2, Gomez will score. No, he holds. He stays at third. That is an automatic 2-base advance on a single and an error with a possible extra base. So the Twins now lead it 6-3 on a single and an error. And that's the first error on the Athletics. Thank you very much, Bob. You're doing exactly what I wanted you to do. Stadium groans. Ugh. Now it's a 6-3 Twins lead. And here comes Rod Carew. So an RBI single and an error for Larry Heisel. Carew is 2 for 3. Don't know much longer they're going to keep Todd on the mound. They're going to have him pitch. They're going to let him pitch to Carew, though. So runners at second and third. We'll see what Minnesota does here. Am I rolling a strat? Yes, I am. And that is a 17, no. Carew's not going to bunt. Todd's pitch. 5-5. That's a blank. Carew will swing. 6-4. Ground ball to short. Luis Gomez's base running rating is a 2 with the infield halfway as a 1. He's going to hold. The throw's going to go to first to get Carew, and that's out number 2. So the runners hold there. 2 outs. Here's Steve Braun. So the shortstop pretty much looked Gomez back to third, and the throw goes to first to get the out. Braun is up next. He is 1 for 2. And the question is Todd tired? He will be after this battery will be. And he's going to pitch to Braun. They want Todd to see if he can get out this inning. 2 outs now. Nothing on the strat. Todd will pitch. And that's a 5-2. Possible error again. Braun, 4-3. Ground ball to second base. And that ball is hit to Garner. His error rating is a 7. That's a 3. Garner's up with it. He drops it. Oh, my. He drops the ball. And that is going to be an E4, and all runners will advance a base. That's just a regular ground out error. So Gomez comes in to score. Heisel goes to third, and Braun is on at first. 7-3 Twins. Second error on the Athletics in this inning. Holy cow. And now here's Butch Weiniger as the Twins have batted around. And Jim Todd is now tired, and it's now 7-3 Minnesota. Minnesota did score 6 runs in this game historically. They got 7 now. That's going to be it for Todd. He's tired. The Athletics have to go to the pen. I think they're going to go with a lefty against Weiniger. And coming on to pitch for Oakland will be Paul Lindblad. 6 wins, 5 losses, 5 saves, a 3.06 ERA. Paul Lindblad will pitch to Butch Weiniger here. Top of the 6th, 7-3 Twins, 2 outs, 2 errors on Oakland in this inning. Weiniger is 1 for 3. That 11 strat don't mean anything. Lindblad will pitch. That is a 6-6 hit by pitch, too. Yeah, he hit Weiniger. Oh, boy. Oakland is self-destructing in this game. Now he hits Weiniger. Bases loaded again. For Dan Ford. Ford got a base hit, was hit by a pitch his last time up. So he's 0 for 1 still. He also walked. So 2 outs now, bases loaded. Am I rolling a strat? Yes, I am. Still rolling strat. That is a 10, nothing happening. Lindblad will pitch to Ford. And Ford does better against lefties. Lindblad, 2-3. That's a double question mark. Ford, a righty. A 1-13 is an automatic out. The 6, Lindblad will get out of it. Star 6, fly out to right. Inning over. Five runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits, 2 errors, and a hit batter in this inning. Minnesota now leading 7-3. As this game got a little bit out of hand. Bottom of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th. 7-3. Dave Goltz coming back on the mound, who hasn't seen the pitcher's mound in a while. Sal Bando will lead it off, and he's 1 for 2. Goltz still has some batters left in his tank. We'll see how long they let him go. Goltz with the pitch. 4-5. Range play. Bando will swing. 6-5. Start. That is a ball hit to left field. That is a 3. Against a righty, that's a single. But it's hit to left field. It's a range play. Larry Heisel is out there. His range is a 5. He'll make the catch. Out number 1. He takes a hit away from Bando. Here's Claudell Washington. Washington, who made an error in the last inning, gets a few sarcastic boos from the crowd here at Oakland Coliseum. Goltz with the pitch, 3-5, strikeout 9, got him. Struck him out, strikeout number 2 for Goltz. Phil Garner comes up next, and he made an error in that last inning. Gets the same kind of cheers. And Phil Garner says, what? I don't care. I win the World Series in 9 years, guys. That's what Phil Garner says. I know it's 1976, but I guarantee you I'm going to win the World Series in 1985. Goltz will pitch. 3-2. Wild pitch. Do it again. 6-1. That's blank. Garner will swing. 4-2. Base hit center field. Garner gets a single. Nice 2-out base knock. That's his second hit of the game. Larry Haney is next. He's 1 for 2. Am I rolling a strat? Yes, I am, but the infield will stay back. 8. Garner is not going to steal here. You're down by 4 runs. Goltz will pitch. 5-4. Hit by pitch. 15. That's high. Haney will swing. 1-3. Star 5. Ground out to short. Inning over. No runs. There was a hit for Oakland. And after 6, the Twins are now leading this game 7-3. Then he also brags about winning a World Series in 8 years. Yeah, in 3 years. Yep, he would. Yes, he would. In 1988. Paul Lindblad coming back on the mound for the A's. Craig Cusick will bat for the Twins. Cusick is 1 for 3. He's the DH. Lindblad is going to stay out there and pitch. And they pretty much need him to here. 1979. Yeah, that's right, too. With the Pirates. I'm thinking 1988. You meant 3 years from this year, not from 85 when he won my World Series. Yeah, I know. Thank you there, Tribe. Lindblad will pitch. 5-6. That's a possible error. Cusick 1-2. That's a ground ball to short. That's it to Campaneris. His error rating is an 8, and Campaneris picks it up, and it just falls out of his hand. That's going to be an error. Oh, my. For some reason, Oakland forgot how to play the field. E6 on Bert Campaneris. His error rating is an 8, and he drops it. Another error on Oakland. That's their third. Cusick safe at first, and Lindblad can't believe it, and Oakland fans are just saying, does anybody here want to play some baseball? Here's Bob Randall. Randall is 2 for 3. Infield will be half. There is no strat roll. Lindblad, 6-2. That's at the park. Oakland Coliseum, 5-2. Ground ball to third. Do they turn double play? 1-0-1. Second base, Oakland, Garner, 0. The only way they turn a double play is on a 1. Nope. But Cusick will be thrown out at second, but Randall will beat the throw. So that's out number as he gets the first out. On a fielder's choice. So they can't turn 2. That allows Luis Gomez to come up to bat. Baseball Demo says, wow, step away for a few minutes and the Twins go nuts. Yep. You missed some action and some very bad baseball by the Athletics. Infield still halfway. Gomez is up. He is 1 for 2 in this game. There is no strat roll. Lindblad will pitch. 6-5 against a righty. That's an automatic out. Star 4, ground ball to first base. Do they turn the double play now? 3-2-3. Shortstop for Oakland is Campaneris, -1, so it's a 2. Yep, they do it. 3-6-3 double play, inning over. No runs, no hits. There was an error, and the error was on Campaneris. The error was on Campaneris there, but no runs, no hits here, and nothing in this inning. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing or take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after this game. And our next broadcast will be May 28th. And we're going to have the Dodgers again. But this time, they're on their way to Riverfront. For all you Reds fans out there, tomorrow night's game, the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Cincinnati Reds. It'll be Don Sutton versus Pat Zachary, and that is a good matchup. So the Dodgers and the Reds tomorrow night here on Inside Pitch. Bottom of the seventh here. Twins leading the A's 7-3. Goltz still has two more batters he can face. He can pitch to 30 batters before tiring. Leading off for the Athletics is Bill North. North is 0 for 3. Goltz will pitch to North here, bottom of the seventh. 2-2, strikeout 11. Got him, struck him out. He gets him. And that is strikeout number 3 for Goltz. That's out number 1. Here's Bert Campaneris. Campaneris is 2 for 3, though, but he did get an error in the last inning. Goltz 5-3, that's blank. Campaneris 3-2, he grounds that out to third. Here's Baylor. Baylor is 0 for 3. Goltz will pitch. 2-4, that's a blank. Baylor will swing. 3-5, star 2, and that's going to be a ground out to second. And a 1-2-3 inning, go the A's. So Minnesota, who at one point was trailing 2-0, has a nice 7-3 lead after 7. Top of the 8th. Leading off for the Twins, they're top of the batting order. Here's Lyman Bostock. Paul Lindblad is going to pitch to him. He's got a couple more batters left. Lindblad, 5-4, and that's a home run question mark. Bostock, a lefty, a 1-9. The 5 is good, but against a lefty, Bostock has a 0. So no home run by Bostock. 5-6, and he's going to fly. And against a lefty, that's a fly out to center. If Lindblad was a righty, that would have been a triple. That's a fly out to center. And Bostock is now 0 for 5. That's out number 1, and he is the only batter in the Minnesota lineup that hasn't joined the hit parade. Here's Larry Heisel. Heisel is 1 for 4. Lindblad 4-3, error on a grounder. Heisel 1-1, star 6. That's going to be a fly ball to right, and that's out number 2. Lindblad now tired. They're going to let him pitch to Rod Carew, maybe. On Matrix, Carew is better against lefties. This is the American League, so that's going to be it for Lindblad. They're going to take him out. Oakland will bring in a right-hander to deal with Carew. Carew hits right. He's a little worse. Coming on to pitch for the Athletics will be Stan Bonson. And he will be the 4th A's pitcher. Stan Bonson, 8 wins, 7 losses, 3.34 ERA. 2 outs. Carew is 2 for 4. Bonson with the pitch. 3-1. Hit by pitch. 14 no. Carew. 4-4, ground out to second base. Throw goes to first, and the inning ends. Twins retired in order. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still 7-3, Minnesota. For the Athletics, Batting is Ken McMullen, and he is 0 for 3. Goltz is now tired. He got a 4-run lead. Let's see how long they can keep him out there. He's pitching pretty well. Let's see how long they keep him out there. So Goltz will pitch to McMullen here. He is tired, though. Bottom of the 8th. 6-5. Against a righty, that's a blank. McMullen swings 6-4. That's a line out to third. First out. Here's Billy Williams. Williams is 1 for 3. Goltz with the pitch, 2-4. That's a blank. Billy Williams swings 2-3, and that's a ball hit to center field. Against a righty, that's a 5. But against a righty, he doesn't have anything above a 2. So that is a 5 on a ball hit to center field, and that's just going to be a fly out to center. Out number 2. Two outs for Sal Bando. Bando is 1 for 3. Goltz 1-1. That's a walk, and that 6 is going to be good. He'll walk Bando. Bando draws a 2-out walk. Claudell Washington will now come up, and he's 2 for 3. And question is, do you want to have Goltz on the mound? And the answer for this is no. They're going to take Goltz out. He is done. He did well. Washington hits lefties worse, so they're going to, I think the Twins will bring in a lefty here. See who they got in the bullpen. Wow, they only got one left-handed pitcher in the bullpen today. Okay. Coming on to pitch for the Twins will be Tom Bergmeyer. Bergmeyer, 8 wins, 1 loss, a save, a 2.50 ERA. That's pretty good. Tom Bergmeyer comes on to pitch for the Twins. He'll go up against Washington. Runner on first. There is no strat roll. Bergmeyer will pitch. 5-6. That's a strikeout. That 6 got him. He gets Washington to end any kind of threat. A walk, but that's all Oakland gets. It's still 7-3 Twins after 8. We go to the 9th. Steve Braun leads off from Minnesota against Bonson. Bonson's going to stay out there. He's going to have to try to keep this, as it is, a 7-3 game to give the swinging A's a chance in the bottom of the 9th inning. Braun is 1 for 2, singled, reached on an error, and walked. Bonson with the pitch. 2-5, error on a throw. Braun will swing, 6-2, fly out to right. No error there. So that's the first out. Next up for the Twins, Butch Weiniger. Weiniger having a pretty good game. He's on base percentage is .500. He doubled and reached on a hit batter. He was hit by a pitch. He's really 1 for 3, though. Bonson will pitch to Weiniger. And that's a 2-4. That's a walk. That 3 is good. He will walk Weiniger. Weiniger gets on base. A chance now for Dan Ford to try to move him over a bit. Ford is 1 for 3. Infield halfway. No strat. Bonson 5-2. That's a blank. Ford will swing 4-1. He flies out the left. Weiniger, of course, stays where he's at. 2 down. Craig Cusick is next. He's 1 for 3, although he reached on an error his last time up. Has a single. Bonson trying to keep the 7-3. Maybe Oakland can get some help. 1-1, and against a righty, that's a straight. Against a right-hander, that's a straight home run check. Cusick against a righty is a 20. Don't even have to check. Kaboom! That ball is high, that ball is deep, and that ball is gone. Home run for Craig Cusick and the Twins. And I think that's your dagger in this game. Stadium groans. Ugh. Stan Bonson pitches Craig Cusick a meatball, and he turns it into lasagna. It's a 2-run jack. The Twins now lead it 9-3. And here's Bob Randall. Randall is 2 for 4. Bonson's going to stay out there. The A's are pretty much resigned that this game's going to be a loss. Still 2 outs. Here's Randall. We'll see what Bonson does. 2-3. That's a range play. Randall will swing. 2-6. Line out right back to Bonson. His range is a 4. He'll make it. He's got it. Wow, spears it. And he makes the play. Side retired. Line out right back to Bonson. 2 runs on 1 hit. A homer by Craig Cusick. 9-3 Twin Cities. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Down 6 runs here in the bottom of the 9th. Twins leading 9-3 on Oakland. Phil Garner is the leadoff batter. Bergmeier's going to stay out there. He'll pitch to him. Or will he? Let's see. See what the Twins want to do. Garner hits lefties a little better. It's not a save situation. Bergmeier's going to come out. Twins aren't going to take any chances. And they're going to go with Steve Luber. 4 wins, 5 losses, 2 saves, a 4.00 ERA. Steve Luber will pitch to Garner. Garner will swing here. Bottom of the 9th, 9-3. Do the A's have anything for the Twins here? 3-1. Walk plus 10. Yeah, well, that's a good start. Garner goes to first on a leadoff walk. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL 518? You haven't been watching my games much, have you? That brings up the catcher, Larry Haney. Oakland needs hits. Haney, however, he's 1 for 3. Let me see if Oakland wants to make a change here. See who's available on the bench, which really is nobody. I got Joe Rudy, but I think I'm going to save him for I'm going to let Haney bat. So Larry Haney's going to bat. He's 1 for 3. There is no strat roll. Infield is half. Luber, 6-2. Strikeout 8. Got him. He gets Haney. Strikeout for Luber. Out number 1. Here's Bill North. North is 0 for 4. Garner hoping somebody can move him over, bring him in here. Although 9-3 don't look too good. Luber will pitch. 2-6. That's a walk. The 11. Yeah, he walks North. And now runners at first and second. He walks North on the 11. Now we'll see Bert Campaneris. He is 2 for 4. They're going to stick with Luber. You got a 6-run lead. We'll see how long they go with him. Infield is still halfway. Luber looking on. Campaneris ready. Garner at second. North at first. The A's need a lot of help. 4-3. Range play. Oh, boy. Campaneris. 4-5. That's a fly ball to center field. That ball has hit the Bostock. His range is a 3. Yes, he will make the catch. Out number 2. And Garner is going to stay where he's at. He's not even going to think about going to third, which makes perfect sense. I'm not going to roll on the flyouts chart for that. It is a 6-run lead so for Twins, so he'll stay put, 2 outs. What a play there by Bostock. Makes a great catch. And now Don Baylor's the last chance. Baylor is 0 for 4. Infield normal. Luber trying to close the deal. A's fans that are still on the stadium are hoping for something. Luber, 2-3, blank. Baylor swings, 6-1. Ground ball to third. That's picked up by Braun. Let's see, pumps once, pumps twice. Throws to second to get Bill North. That's your game. Twins beat the Athletics tonight, 9-3. No runs, no hits. There were a couple of walks. And that does it for the A's tonight. Twins come away with the win, 9-3. They historically won the game 6-1. Final line score and 10-minute ticker coming up. For the Twins, 9 runs on 11 hits and no errors. For the Oakland A's, 3 runs on 9 hits and 3 errors. Pretty ugly out there. Dave Goltz does get the win. The loss goes to Todd. He takes the loss. There is no save. So there were 7 runs historically scored in the game. We had 12. Minnesota did have 11 hits in that game. Minnesota had 11 hits in this game. There you go. Oakland had 4 hits historically. They had 9. There were 2 errors combined in the historical game. Oakland had 3 in this one. Not too bad. So a 9-3 win for the Minnesota Twins. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker. Brought to you by FastScore Baseball. By Replay Sports. Here we go. It's time for Fast Score. Let's see how your teams do tonight. White Sox at California. White Sox have a 13. That's a 41, and that is 5. California has a 5. 63, and that is 6. California is going to beat the White Sox 6-5. Baltimore has a doubleheader against Detroit. The Tigers are just awful. Baltimore has a 12. 65. Well, that's pretty good. That's 9 runs. Detroit has an 8. A 13. Not a prayer. 1 run. Baltimore wins game 1. Baltimore has a 15 in game 2. 35, and that's 5. Detroit has a 10. 13, and that is 1. So Baltimore takes both games from the Tigers. They continue to stink. Boston Red Sox against the Brewers. I know Steve Tower would be interested in this one. Boston has a 12. 62, that's a great roll. That's 7 runs. Milwaukee has a 10. 64, and that is also 7 runs. We got extras between those two. How about that? Boston has a -2 clutch, though. So 2 minus 2 is 0. Milwaukee's clutch is -2 also. 6 minus 2 is 4. They will win it. So Boston wins. So Milwaukee wins it in extras. So it's going to be an 11-7 final. Cleveland taking on the Yankees. Cleveland has an 865, and that is 8 runs. Good game for Cleveland. Yankees have Catfish on the mound, a 1562, and that is 8 runs. Wow, 2 high rolls, and we got extras here. Cleveland has a clutch of 1, so 1 plus 1 is 2. Yankees have a clutch of -1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Cleveland will win this game 10-8. It's a two-run difference there. So Cleveland wins 10-8 over the Yankees. Kansas City has a doubleheader against the Rangers. Kansas City has a 9. That's a 14, and that is 1 run. Texas has an 8. 34, that should give them a win. It does. 3-1 Rangers. Kansas City's second game have an 11. 52, and that is 5. Texas has a 7. 45, and that is 4 runs. So they split the doubleheader. Cardinals taking on the Cubs. Cardinals have a 10. That is a 2, 23, and that's going to be 2 runs. Cubs have a 6. 61, that's going to be a win for them. That's 5 runs. Cubs will beat the Cardinals. Atlanta taking on the Reds. Reds have not been playing well lately, have not been rolling well lately, and Atlanta's been a thorn in their side in this series. Atlanta has a 7. 12, that may not do. That's going to be no runs there. So the Reds should get a victory with a 15. 24. Yep, they'll get the win here. And this one belongs to the Reds. Mets taking on the Phillies. John Matlack against Steve Carlton. Matlack has a 5. I need a good roll. A 45, and that's going to be 3 runs. Carlton has a 10. 53. Nope, that's going to be 5 runs, and the Phillies will beat my Mets in that game. Montreal taking on Pittsburgh. The Expos have a 4. 33, and that is 2 runs. Pittsburgh has an 18. 43, and that is 6 runs. Pittsburgh will beat the Expos. Dodgers and the Padres. Dodgers have a 19. 16, and that is going to be 3 runs still. Padres have a 2. 54, is that going to win it? Yes, it is going to win it. Now, 2 against the 19, they get 4 runs. San Diego beats the Dodgers. Astros taking on the Giants. I know, Steeler fan rooting for his Stros. They have an 8. 21. That's only 2 runs. Giants also have an 8. 34. Nope, that's going to win it for them. And that's going to be a 3-2 win for the Giants. And I know that Steeler fan will say rigged. Moving on to May 27. White Sox against the Angels. White Sox have a 2. A 16. Oh, that's just 1 run. California has a 21. 64. And that's going to be 10 runs. So California destroys White Sox in that one. Baltimore taking on Detroit. Baltimore has a 16. 56. That's pretty good. That's 7. Detroit has a 5. 63. And that is a 6. They're just going to come up short as the Tigers continue to stink. Boston taking on Milwaukee. Fergie Jenkins on the mound for the Bo Sox. 63. That's a good one there. They got a 19. And that's going to be 9 runs for the Red Sox. Milwaukee has a 7. 42. 3 runs. Boston will win. Cleveland against the Yankees. The Indians have an 8. 41. And that's 3 runs. Yankees have a 17. 14. Is that going to be enough? They have a 17. No, that's only going to be 2 runs. Cleveland will beat the Yankees again. Minnesota taking on Oakland. Burt Blyleven on the mound for the Twins in this game. Minnesota has a 10. 44. That's 4 runs. Oakland has a 9. 64, that'll win that one. That'll give them 7 runs. So Oakland gets payback for tonight. Kansas City against the Rangers. Kansas City has a 13, a 43, and that is 5 runs. Texas has a 10, a 14, and that's going to be only 1 run. The Royals will beat the Rangers. Cardinals against the Cubs. Cardinals have a 12, 22, 2 runs. Cubs have an 8, 52, and that's going to be 5 runs. So I know ID Jester is not going to be happy when it finds out the Schlubs beat the Cardinals twice. Mets taking on Philadelphia again. Kuzman on the mound for the Mets. They got a 7, a 43, and that's going to be 4 runs. Philadelphia has Cott. Is that 43 going to be enough? A 55, they have a 9, and no. Phillies will beat the Mets 5-4. Not surprising, the Phillies were a better team, and my Mets lose 2 games tonight. Giants taking on the Padres. Giants have a 9. That's a 14, and that is 1 run. Padres have an 8, 46, and that is 4 runs, and the Padres will beat the Giants. And that is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow night, we will have the Los Angeles Dodgers against the Cincinnati Reds. So Brandon Baker, your Reds baseball will be on the air tomorrow night. Brandon Baker, baseball demos, Tribe fan, Steeler fan, Bob B, Dan Douglas, after further review with Steve Tower, Keith White, Michael Peterson, Peter Bergs, and Coast Kid, 1958 Favre, and Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys later tomorrow night. Tonight, though, it is the Twins beating the Athletics tonight, 9-3. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.